Hey traders, awesome news to share with you. We have finally been able to roll out our integration with CQG, which will allow you to trade with NinjaTrader, Tradovate, and TradingView simultaneously. Basically, you can transfer back and forth between the platforms. And this video is going to be about why I think that's really important for you as a trader. So stay tuned for all the details. Okay, guys, so we've been working on this for a long time, and I personally really like it, and the reason is the mobility aspect of this. So I'm going to go through why I think that this is game-changing for you as a trader and why it really helped me as a trader when this technology basically first came out. So what I'm going to do as usual is when we do these tutorials, I'm going to show you some stuff on the screen so that we can walk through this in the most simple way, because maybe you're a visual learner and you like to see all of this stuff on the screen. So first, I'm going to explain in this infographic here. I just made this very, very simple to explain to you so that you know not only, hey, okay, I got availability to trade these platforms, but how this all works, and so that you're not just kind of stuck with your head in the sand and you don't understand why this is all important. So basically in the United States and actually worldwide, the CME group is the biggest futures, let's call it a futures exchange in the world. However, they own many exchanges now because over the years they've bought up. They own the CME, the NYMEX, the COMEX, and the CBOT, and those are the four big futures exchanges. Okay, now they're smart. The CME, it's a billion-dollar company, multi-billion-dollar company. What they do is they put some of the popular future exchanges on futures contracts on each of the exchanges. So you've got some of the popular ones over here on CME, some of the popular ones over here on NYMEX, some of the popular ones here on COMEX, and some of the popular ones on CBOT. And they do this because they know that if they do that, then they're going to be able to grab market data fees for people to trade those, right? So if you're trading any future, you're essentially paying the CME group indirectly, and I'm going to explain that in a second, for the market data. Since the CME knows that it's the biggest futures exchange in the world, or owns the futures exchanges, they charge for the market data. So you can't even look at the market data or in real time without paying for it. So they send all that market data to some what we call these data vendors, right? So we have two of the most popular ones, if not the only ones in futures, are CQG and Rhythmic. And what this allows the CME group to do is not chase around different customers and ask them for money. It says, okay, CQG, you can distribute the data to brokerages and platforms and stuff, and we're going to bill you, and then you can bill the customers. So ultimately, CME doesn't send it directly to you. It sends it to the middlemen first, and then ultimately to you as the user. Now, the problem is that different platforms and stuff have different connection rules with these two vendors. And in my opinion, Rhythmic doesn't have the same mobility, mobile connections. Like in this day and age, whether you like it or not, things are more mobile. There's better technology. Things like Robinhood, for instance, which I don't really like. It's stock based. Allows you to, people like it because, and it's got really popular because you can trade from your car, you can trade from here, you can trade from there. But Rhythmic doesn't connect to all of the most common mobile platforms. And one of the most common ones being Tradovate and TradingView. Those are both only available through CQG. So if you want to trade with those, you have to be able to use CQG data. Now, this new rollout, what we're doing, this new integration is going to allow you to connect with CQG, which is in turn going to allow you to connect to those mobile platforms, okay? And I'm not here to say that the Rhythmic connection is bad. It's great. We have a great relationship with Rhythmic. It's not that. It's just that it doesn't connect to all the same platforms, which hurts you in the mobility side, okay? For instance, if you love trading with NinjaTrader, for instance, NinjaTrader is PC based, okay? So if you have a PC, you've got to be in front of if you're trading with NinjaTrader, you got to be in front of the screen. But what this integration is going to allow you to do is going to allow you to trade in front of your screen, get up and take your kids to school, open up, log into Tradovate or TradingView on your phone, and it'll log you out of NinjaTrader, and then you'll log in and see the same trade just pop up on your phone, okay? Because you'll basically seamlessly be able to use all of these different platforms, and it doesn't keep you, glued to the desk. Because part of what makes trading exciting is you're not owned by anybody. You're not sitting there going, I gotta be here at the desk. No, you don't have to do that. Trading used to be like that when I started 10 years ago, which is hard. You couldn't get up because you get up, you go to the grocery store, and the whole time you're thinking, oh God, what's happening to my trade? What's happening to my trade? That's no longer going to be the case with this integration. So I want to show you how that works now that I've showed you that thing. And I hope that infographic was useful for you. Let me see if I can pull this up. Okay. So what you're seeing now is the Tradovate, our Take Profit Trader backend. Now, when you log in to Take Profit Trader, it's going to show you all of your different accounts. And depending on if you're on the C, we're still we're still partnering with Rhythmic. So if you like the Rhythmic data, you'll be able to choose that too. But in this case, I selected CQG. So when I log into my account from the control center, okay, you'll see that the system is CQG. So when I click on that, it's going to give me the credentials for Tradovate. Okay, so the Tradovate, the way you got to think about this is this login, even though it says Tradovate, will work for Tradovate, it'll work for NinjaTrader, and it'll work for TradingView, which is really, really important and really big for that mobility aspect, right? And we'll have all of the connection instructions inside our knowledge base, but just bear with me here as I show you how this works. So if I come in here and I just push this button, it'll copy it. I can instantly paste it here. I come back over here, I click it, our backend will copy it for you, and then you paste it into Tradovate. And you can see this is a development. So this is not the production environment, just so you know. It's gonna ask you to select a mode, and you're gonna push simulation, and then boom. So this is a web browser. You'd be able to access this on your phone, on your computer, on the they have an app too, which is great. You can access it there as well, and you can see here's my Take Profit Trader account up here. The equity, we just put on some trades just to see if it was working, and so you have that. Okay, boom, you have that. So I could essentially because I'm trading with a Mac and. I'm on a Mac right now, this is big, right? Because I can't even open NinjaTrader on my computer, right, guys? I can't even open NinjaTrader on my computer. So, we have people writing in all the time, hey, can I trade on my Mac? Well, we don't really have anything available for you to trade with a Mac. You can trade with some platforms like Bookmap and some stuff like that. This is not what this video is about, but most people like the mobility in NinjaTrader. And so this is a way where you can use both NinjaTrader on your PC if you have one, or if you have a Mac, you can use something like this. And even better, I'm going to go one step further. In the application settings, if I go over here to add-ons, you're going to see this TradingView thing, okay? Now, again, this is our, basically like our development background. So it says it's already activated. It's not going to allow me to actually log into TradingView, but I'm just going to show you this because what it's going to allow you to do. All right. So if I click over here to TradingView, if you're not familiar with TradingView, TradingView is massive. Okay. It's massive. It's a huge, people trade equities. If you go to any of these websites, the big websites that you see, they probably are using TradingView widgets so that you can see the stock prices and stuff like that. So if you've never used TradingView, I highly recommend that you look into it. I think it's great. It's what I trade with because I think that the ability to, the flexibility it gives you to, I can see it on my nice big Mac screen here. I can open up the app on my phone and trade, and it'll just trade seamlessly between the two. What I'm going to do here is it's going to ask me to join. I don't want to join right now. I want to see if I can show you this. Okay. I don't know if it's going to allow me to move around much before it asks me to join. I have, of course, I have a subscription with TradingView, but you can actually trade without a subscription. There's just some features that you wouldn't be able to have. But you can see right here, the big game changer. Do you see down here? If I were to click, and you probably come in and it'll look something like this, and you'll see, oh, like, okay, what am I supposed to do? Well, down here under the trading panel, if you click on the trading panel, it basically says, okay, if you want to trade, you have to log in. Remember where we talked about the market data? Like the CME wants their money for the market data. So in order to see the market data and see the futures and trade the futures, you need to have market data. So you come over here and you would connect to that Tradovate account. It's telling me I need to have a TradingView account. I can sign up for an account and get a free account with TradingView. I just have to have an account. And then it would allow me to log in. But essentially what I would be able to do here is I'd be able to connect to Tradovate via TradingView, or TradingView via Tradovate. So by using these same credentials right here in your control center at Take Profit Trader, you're able to use those same credentials to log in here, and boom, my trades come up there. I can use TradingView. What does that do? Instantly gives you more flexibility. Okay, way more flexibility than you have today. So you can actually be more of a mobile trader. You can live a bit more free from the computer. And I think that even if you don't want to do that, the ability to do that is so important. And I'm going to come back to the camera here. The ability to do that is so important, guys, because I mean, this is real life. And if you've watched any of our videos, you know anything about me, you know that let's call it what it is. Like this Zen state where you're in front of the computer and you're meditating and everything is working great. I mean, that's what people try to sell you in books. That's not reality. What's the reality is, I may have to put a trade on and I'm really excited about it, but oh, damn, I forgot that my son's got a birthday, party on, or I got to go pick up the kid from school or something like that. And the trade's working well, or the trade maybe not working well, but it hasn't hit my stop yet. So like, what do I do in that situation? Do I walk away coming back to maybe have blown my whole account, even though I have a stop loss in? Or would I like to be able to like, oh, that's awesome, I'll just open the app on my phone, look up see how the trade's doing and potentially close it, okay? Now, I don't advocate that you're staring at the phone all day either. Just like I wouldn't say that you should do that if you're sitting at the computer. I think that sometimes being away from it a little bit helps you, but the ability to be able to do it helps you manage risk, guys. It helps you manage risk, and that's why this is so important. So again, you would have the availability at Take Profit Trader now. If I were to log out, if I were to sign out of my account here, you would have the ability now to choose, and I hope that this is showing you. Okay, yeah. So now you have the ability to choose over here, and I'm going to come back to the screens. I apologize that for a second. You have the ability to choose between which data feed you want to use, okay? And now if you're using the CQG data feed, that's going to be how you connected Ninja. If you want to use the Rhythmic data feed, you can see all the platforms available for the Rhythmic data feed. So we're not taking those away. That's really important to know. It's just that this is the more flexible package, in my opinion, of what I like to do. There are some over here on the right that allow you to trade mobily, but it's much more difficult to trade them seamlessly. Like you can't, like I could go from Tradovate to TradingView to NinjaTrader. I can trade basically with all of them. And when I log into one, it's going to log me out of the other, but I'm going to see the trade right there on my screen. And the ability to go back and forth, I think, is game changing. Okay, so this is what this integration is going to allow us to do, guys. I don't want to belabor the point. I think you've gotten the point by now from both the image of showing you what the market data will do for you, and like how the market data hierarchy works, especially if you're new and you're hearing like Rhythmic, CQG, NinjaTrader, Tradovate, and it's like way too much. There's market data and there's platforms. The CQG and the Rhythmic, they're data feeds. And the platforms are the platforms, okay? So we'll make other videos of how to set up TradingView. We have our private community about to launch now too, which is really exciting, where I'm going to have all of thousands and thousands of dollars of indicators that we're going to give away to you for free that I've built on these things with my own money, so that you can not only log into your account on TradingView or Ninja Trader, but you actually have some tools that would otherwise cost you a lot of money to be able to, at your disposal for free. Okay, so a lot of stuff coming. I just wanted to get this video out because I think that this is really, really awesome and it's game changing, and I really hope that you guys think the same. So that's it for today. If you guys have any questions, please write in the comments below. We're going to do some really cool stuff here in the next couple of weeks when we're rolling this out. Okay. Again, I'm James from Take Profit, and I hope you found this useful.